viewers, this is BVI Channel 1 and I am your host Queen Madu. Today we're talking about the docility of the youth and the political elite and how they get to use the youth to achieve their political aims and gains. But the problem right now is that the youth themselves don't really know that they are actually the problem, because if you know how terrible these politicians are, you will get to know your stand. You get to know that these things they're trying to give you, the peanut they're trying to give you for their political gains, are actually your right. It's something that you deserve. You deserve a good education, you deserve good water, you deserve good roads, you deserve a living standard, you deserve every modern facilities to aid your living. So, but when we don't have good roads, you don't have water, you don't have electricity, which is even the main thing to achieve anything you want, like in business, in school, at home, electricity is number one, because in all gadgets of the house we need electricity, and we lack this electricity, we lack these modern facilities. And when they come for maybe there is an election that is coming on. They come to the youth for their political gains. They will use you, give you peanuts, and still want you to vote for them, because they know that if that is what you need at that point in time, and after that they get the money, go there, do whatever they want to do, and give their children a wonderful future. Have you ever asked yourself, where are these people's children when they are running for an election? Where are they? Kebehano, the Igbo language, in Asuke, in Hausa language, where are they? Have you ever thought of that? They go abroad, fly the children abroad, and they receive the best of education. That is why they don't care when the universities go for strike. They don't care. They don't care when doctors go for strike. They don't care, because they can easily fly to London and go and receive a better treatment. They don't care about the roads, because they go on convoy and they have beautiful cars that fly them, because even their own road are always good, so they don't care about the common people. Now the problem right now is that the youth are aiding it, because when you are angry about a system, when you are provoked about a system, you will not support whatever they are doing when they think they need you. For example, I naturally don't like okwa. I can't stand it, and there is nothing, no matter what you put inside that okwa, I cannot eat it, because my body system rejects it. And that is the same way these politicians are towards. Your body system needs to reject everything that revolves around them, because no matter what they tell you, they are lying to you. There is nothing good that ever comes out from them. None of them have your interest at heart. The only thing they need is to get to that seat and keep wielding and keep wielding and keep wielding powers to themselves. My point is, the youth needs to wake up. I know some are talking, but a lot needs to talk. Don't be like, wait, consign me. Anything anybody really like, make it be. If you like, make it be president. I don't want to take affect me. We always say that, and it's really, really wrong, because whether you like it or not, you are the most affected. Like the vice president said earlier, that 110 million youth are unemployed. Funny enough, you see youth going to see footballs, play Niger Belt, and do all sorts of things like the world does not consign them, like this country does not consign them, and it's really painful. Sometimes I really don't even blame those people that get angry and agitate, because they feel that is the only way they can express themselves, whether they're doing it wrongly or rightly. You need to sometimes sit back and understand why they do it. Why did they go to the streets? Why do they feel that they need to do these things? It's because they want a listening ear. They want someone that will listen to them. Unfortunately, they cannot listen to you. because they observe table manners. You cannot talk while eating, and that is the truth. If you see those people that support even the worst of administration, it's because they are eating from that administration. So they don't care about you. They don't care if you're suffering. They don't care if you're hungry. They don't care. It took me 3 hours to come to Onitsha today from Oka, and that is terrible. Why? Because of the bad road. These are federal roads. Naturally, it should not take up to 30 minutes if you're used to Anambra State properly. It is appalling. It is painful. My point is the youth needs to wake up and know their stand in the society. Refuse to be used. Refuse to be nonchalant. Even if it is okay at your end, speak out. Yes, it might be okay. Your father might have worked himself right from when he's young and has made a name for himself, and you're living comfortable. But that does not stop that you're not being affected. Have you ever thought for once, if my father was not a rich man? Have you ever thought for once, if I cannot afford this? There are some towns here in Nigeria that cannot afford good drinking water, and they have people that will still come to that local government and claim they have their interests at heart. Stop being used. Stop adhering to what they're telling you. Stop collecting peanuts from politicians whenever they want to be voted for an election. None of them, absolutely none of them, have your interest at heart. How can they have your interest at heart when the Constitution supports them? How can they have your interest at heart when what they benefit, their incentives are out of proportion? How can they have their interest at heart when their salaries is ridiculous? How can they have your interest at heart when they can easily fly abroad for treatment? And these are the people that brought out laws to frustrate the means of how people go about their business abroad. You claim you want us to be doing our business here in Nigeria. You claim you want us to support Nigeria. You claim you want us to, you claim you want us to produce what we will be using, but you still go out for treatment. Is that not hypocrisy? Is that not terrible? If I can use that word. It's really painful. It's really painful. Let us stop being challenged, because I am a youth. I am not even up to okay, let's say I'm in my mid-20s and I am a full-blown youth, and it hurts me. If we have someone like me, like a million of me speaking up like this, I think one day our voice will be heard. We really need to stand up and talk. We really need to stand up and know our rights. We really need to stand up and know what is for us. We really need to know that these politicians are not supposed to be treated like gods, because they are not gods. They are human. We appreciate the ROI youth for withdrawing their threats on the Biafrans in the north. That is to show you that the youth are not actually the problem. You know, the elites, the ROI elites, we all know that they are the ones to getting all this thing, make their youth think that the Biafran out there is actually their problem, which is not right. They are only doing all those things for their own political and selfish interest. The point is, it is time for the youth, whether you're Biafran or Oduduwa youth or ROI youth, to stand up and hijack power through political process. The Biafrans, we are almost close to it, but it was really misused. But there's still time to get it right. There's still time to stand up and do what you're supposed to do right. Because if the millions of Biafrans that goes out there to agitate get power, I don't know how someone will just stand up and say he's proscribing them. So the point is, know the right thing to do it the right way, get who you want in that seat. Because why we always talk about it is because the politics controls every other area in the country. It controls your economic, it controls the economic power, it controls the education power, it controls every other sector entirely. They're the one that makes the decision that affects you, even right to your bedroom. They affect everything they do everything, they package everything that affects you. So whether you like it or not, the power lies in politics. You have to stand up and start a political resolution that will change they will change the country for good. I am Queen Madu, and I will see you next week. Stay blessed.